On little weather update for us, my friend. Beautiful morning. What's happening the rest of the day and weekend?
Yeah, beautiful morning for the second day in a row. We're going to have a very nice day across the area. Temperatures a few degrees warmer as we head through the afternoon and evening hours than we saw yesterday. Many areas topping out in the mid to upper 70s. Right now, already in the 60s, some low to mid 60s across the area, including a 65 here in Fargo, 65 up in Grand Forks, and 64 in lots of places, including Roseau, Devils Lake, Jamestown, Fergus Falls, and Sisseton. On the radar, nothing doing in terms of precipitation. Any of the green you see popping up there, just a little bit of interference with our radars. Hey, tomorrow, lots of fireworks planned across the valley and 4th of July forecast. Yeah, we're talking about a chance for a few late day storms and some warm temperatures getting up into the low 80s as we head through the afternoon and evening hours. Through the rest of the weekend, we do have a chance for some storms, particularly on Saturday. It looks like a chance for perhaps some strong storms in the northern valley, so you want to keep it tuned to the latest forecast. Sunday, a few scattered storms as well. And yeah, we're going to continue that chance for storms on Monday and Tuesday, along with some slightly cooler weather by midweek. So all in all, not too bad. Great day today. Tomorrow, most of the day fine with a few late day storms.
Do you see how talented Robert is with that sweet July 4th graphic?
I know, it was beautiful.
That was pretty amazing.
I feel very festive now. I feel like I'm ready for some fireworks.
I can't take the credit for that. Lisa Green made that last night, so I'm giving her the credit.
She's about to break out in the Gettysburg Address any second.
I could, perhaps. You never know.
Thank you, Mr. Hahn.
You got it.
Well, some of you may recognize this isn't Andrea. It's Angela Schultz with me this morning, sitting in for Andrea. It's great to have you back.
Thank
It's been
you.
fun to have you on talking about great nutritional things. And so you've got a pretty fascinating, in fact, this whole rest of the show might be done in musical format. So I just want to warn you, she could break out into Mary Poppins any second.
Well, you never know. I am practically perfect.
And she's very humble as well, so that's nice to
Indeed.
know.
Indeed. No, thank you guys for having me. It's really fun to be here. Excited to hear all the things that are coming up on today's show and sit at the desk with you, Chris.
We've got a few couple treats you're going to show with us in a couple minutes. So, but first, some pictures. You're going to give us some background on maybe the family?
Yes, yes. I sent over a picture of my family. That is my husband, Brian, and my daughter, Sarah's the confirmand, and my youngest daughter, Sophie, and my daughter, Amy, who is 17.
That's adorable.
Aren't they adorable?
Now, where's that at?
This is at our church. This is my daughter, Sarah, who is in the white gown. That was her confirmation this year.
Nice.
And often we don't have a picture of the whole family together. You know, thinking it's usually Dad who is out of the picture. So it's nice that we wrangled somebody to take our picture. So
He's like most guys, like, yeah, I'll just take the picture.
Right, right. Yeah. So anyway, that's the family. They're excited for the 4th of July as well. Oh, this is me. Is
that you?
This is me. I got to play Frau Blucher in I have a musical theater company, Music Theater Fargo-Moorhead, and we did Young Frankenstein last fall. So that was my foray into...
You look like you're in the middle of the tune right there.
Indeed. It was the tune, He Was My Boyfriend. He was my boyfriend. Anyway, that's the...
Oh my God.
that's
Have
the
you seen
Frau.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Oh, yes. I love
Remember when she sings in the Dracula? Can you do that?
I don't think I can.
Can you sing the song you were just singing now? Maybe in
He was my boyfriend.
That was great.
Thank you.
Keep going, please.
So yeah, that was the Frau, a very fun character that I got to play this year, and what I like to do.
I'm so
most
jealous.
evenings.
We're sitting here and she just whips out a tune like it's no big deal. Like I couldn't do that in a million years.
You know, if you spend enough time with me, you'll find it annoying, probably.
I was hoping you could do the whole. What does he do again in the movie? He's like,
Oh,
I die.
it's really fun.
Whatever it is,
Yeah,
you gotta
it's
see
great.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's awesome.
Yeah, so fun to be the Frau.
Do we have any other
fun to get to
pictures? 'Cause
perform.
don't you have like a big play coming
I
up?
do, actually. Right now, I'm right in the middle of rehearsals for the musical Bear with Act Up Theater Company at the stage at Island Park, and it is very exciting. We had a Sitz Probe last night, which is our first rehearsal with the orchestra, and so it's a pop opera, which is Act Up is a preparatory social justice theater company. So we deal with really difficult issues that a lot of teenagers have to deal with. Cyberbullying, homosexuality, teen pregnancy,
Wow.
but it all comes down to, with these difficult topics, it all comes down to with everybody wanting to belong and everybody wanting and deserving love. So
Now, did you say pop opera?
it's a pop opera, yes. So that means
So
it's
you're
not
like
like
Lady
a,
Gaga in opera? Can you
Oh,
sing
you
one of
know
those
it.
songs?
No, the whole piece is sung through, and it's with a rock band, and the story is told through song. So, but it's not like opera, like Verdi
You're
or
not breaking out
Puccini.
into opera? Okay.
Yeah, it's not like that.
That's
But
pretty sweet,
anyway,
though, because
so
did
yeah.
you see in Broadway where they've got the new Tupac musical? It's all the
Oh.
Tupac songs and
How about that?
yes.
Well, that sounds like fun.
I mean, I'm thinking Bear might be on Broadway next.
Well, it
after.
actually
Was?
It's okay. It actually wasn't on Broadway. It was on off Broadway, and so now it's in Fargo, and it's going to be in Minneapolis, and
You're
we're
just
actually
completely discredited by thespian chops. I mean,
sorry. And we're going to be in Minneapolis also performing at the New Century Theater. Coming up in a couple of weeks, and then we'll be in Edinburgh, Scotland. We're taking it to the Fringe Festival.
That's
so,
awesome.
Super exciting. It's a summer fun. I get to be here today, get to go to Bear rehearsal this afternoon, and get
And
to
you're playing
perform this
Claire,
week.
right?
I'm playing Claire, the mother of a boy who is struggling to come out and be able to be himself. So she's struggles as every parent does. I think every parent has children that you think your kids reflect on you, and really they reflect on themselves, and trying to figure out a way to love them through whoever they are.
And I think I saw that July 10th through the 13th.
Yes,
Is that right?
yes.
And you can get tickets at ActUpTheater.org All right.
or at the stage in Island Park. So I think there's a link that you guys are putting up on the website as well. So,
Congratulations.
yeah. Thank you.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, there you go. ActUpTheater.org if you want to go check out Claire, or otherwise known as
Yes.
Angela, do her thing in pop opera. I think that's
Yeah,
great.
So fun.
We
So
may
fun.
have to go check it out. Take Isabella. She loves singing and dancing and all this stuff. So if we took her, I'm sure she would
Yeah.
just be like, "Oh, I want to do that, Daddy."
Very fun.
It would-
Yes.
So speaking about very fun, there's also a hidden talent that Angela has that I'm hoping she's going to kind of share with us more and more today. But to give you kind of a preface of what that is, we got a clip to demonstrate a little bit about what her hidden talents are.
Oh dear.
Which one of you is going to be playing the loud rock and roll music?
I am.
Congratulations!
So a while back, Angela was in. We were making some great food, and somehow I don't know how we got on this conversation about Kirsten
I don't
Wig
know.
or.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think I maybe had some almonds, which every time I eat an almond, I can't help but go into a Kristen Wiig, and where she says, "I'm gonna have half an almond for energy." It worked. Yes. Or
So that's kind of her. Obviously, let's see some more Target
and
lady.
if you've ever been at Target or any kind of, which all of you probably have, if you've ever been there and you swipe your credit card and you're waiting and then it says approved, the Target lady always says approved. Yes. You feel like saying that, don't you? And now you will. Now you're gonna.
I feel like
do
saying,
approved.
"Oh, thank you, God, it was approved."
Approved. Yes.
So I want to see if you could do this one. So now Target is saying, "Hey, look, we're not going to ban guns in our stores, but we just strongly are encouraging you not to bring them in here." So I walk into Target with a gun. You're Target lady. What are you going to say?
Hey, what you doing with that thing? Why'd you keep that in your pants?
The best part. I think I will keep it in my pants.
Keep it in and you can shop at Target.
Thank you. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is phenomenal.
Ah,
Okay, that's and scene.
see.
Thank you for that.
So
You can
well
break
done.
out into that anytime
Oh,
you want.
Well, you never know.
Because tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, you need to go to Bonanzaville. I can't even do that. It's so great. Bonanzaville tomorrow. Where are you going tomorrow for the
Hey,
4th?
I'm going to Beulah. I'm heading out west. We're going right through Bismarck, and I'm heading to Beulah for a epic Schultz fireworks and show extravaganza. We have my girls put on a show every year in the backyard, and it's a big deal.
This actually is awesome. Tell them quickly about this show that's happening in Beulah.
Well, they actually make a playbill, and we start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and the girls sing, the songs from the
Schoolhouse
Rock, and they do the Constitution, and they sing the 50 State song. There's a President's song that's often sung. My oldest daughter is playing the Civil War tune on her violin while my youngest daughter is reading the Gettysburg Address. I'm not kidding you. And she's wearing a top hat like Abe Lincoln. So if you're in Beulah,
Hopefully she
you
doesn't
should
turn out like
stop
Mary
by.
Lincoln. Then you'll be fine. But
It's going to be awesome.
that is going to be,
It's
real
epic.
quickly, Beulah, or you can also go to Bonanzaville tomorrow. There's going to be a great fireworks show. Lots of stuff going on. But here's the key thing. 12:30 tomorrow. you are going to have an opportunity to pick up some softballs and dunk Hutch Johnson, our chief meteorologist here. So absolutely, whatever you have going on tomorrow at 12:30, cancel those plans. Get out, obviously, to Bonanzaville and give yourself a chance to dunk Hutch. I think it's going to be great. We are only got a couple minutes left. And one thing I do want to touch on, because we had some fun with this morning, and I want to ask you out there tuned in. So you've got the big 4th of July barbecue coming up this weekend. At least most people do. You're going to be hanging out, doing your thing. If you could have one president show up at your barbecue and be the master griller, passing out beers, be hanging out with the family, who would that president be?
Wow, that's such a great question and such a great thing to reflect on. I mean, we do have Abe Lincoln coming to our backyard barbecue doing that Gettysburg Address, but you know, how about you, Chris?
That's pretty nice. You got Daniel Day-Lewis showing up. You know, we talked about this morning. It seems to be from this poll, we'll give you the results in a moment, most living presidents. And so I would have loved to have like a chance with George Washington, obviously, and what he went through, and just kind of the whole genesis, thinking back what these guys went through to go, oh, yeah, we're going to start our own country and just, you know, break away from Great Britain. But if it had to be a living president or close to, I think Ronald Reagan would have been like the ultimate grandpa figure, just showing up, you know. Yeah, I sat down with Mikhail Gorbachev and we were talking about, and just the greatest storyteller.
Yeah.
But the winner of this poll, which I was shocked by, Rhonda and you were just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Billy Clinton was the leader as the #1 person that we wanted to have come out and hang out at the barbecue.
He's fun at a party. I mean, who are we kidding? We all know that. He's going to be fun. We want to have fun on the 4th of July.
Coming in second was Ronnie Reagan, and then down the list was like George Bush. I think President Carter, President Obama were kind of down there as well. But I think it was kind of fun to think about that. I mean, hanging out at your family BQ with the
president. It could happen. You never know.
Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to have some tips if you travel like Chevy Chase and Holiday Road. How to make it fun and not lose Aunt Edna. That's next.